by 2 over the Sixers as we welcome in Obi Toppin, Obi, Kenny, and Clyde upstairs. Congratulations on the victory. Huge fourth quarter for you and the entire ball club. Finished with a season-high 17. What was going through your mind during that fourth quarter comeback?
I just knew we had to come out in the second half a lot more aggressive, and I felt like everybody was locked into what Coach was telling us to do, so we came out, did what he told us to do, and got the W.
Obi, when you're playing with Randall,
yes, sir.
Sometimes I think you're not aggressive. I thought you started the game not looking for your shot. Sometimes is that the scenario?
I'm never going to force shots. I'm going to let the game come to me. There's a lot of great players on the court, and I'm just going to go out there and do my job.
Well, you outscored the Sixers 29-15 when you and Julius were on the floor together. Many heroes for the Knicks tonight. How about Cam Reddish playing close to home? Yeah. He was terrific throughout the evening.
Yeah, for sure. Cam came out and did what he had to do. You seen he was in the last couple minutes of the game, so those are the most important times. It's always a good feeling to come to your home and play, and especially get the W. So
last season, if you missed 2 consecutive shots, I thought you kind of lost your confidence. But tonight you missed 2. Then you made the big threes down the stretch.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's all in the work. Trust the process, trust your work. I feel like I've been shooting a lot of threes in the off season and before these games, and I just felt comfortable shooting them. So I'm gonna keep doing it.
All right, Obi, congratulations on the victory.
Appreciate you guys.
Obi Toppin.
Yeah, we see him shoot every day. I don't think he'll hesitate. He lets it go, which is exactly what we want and what we need from him. He's a gifted scorer, and I think he's worked extremely hard on his shot. You know, he's always had the ability to run the floor, great finisher. Obviously, we all see that, but he's put a lot of work into his shot, and he's shooting the ball great.
With that lineup with Obi and Julius, when you kind of unclog the paint and have lanes of drive, what does that do for your offense?
It opens it up quite a bit. It's sort of the same thing that Isaiah gives us in the sense that it pulls people away from the basket. So then if you cut, you're going to be open. And then we actually got some good looks off the cut and then the replace behind. And I like that part of it. And I think like Julius played really hard. He's at the 5, defending the 5, and did a great job for us. And RJ had some timely baskets, and he did a lot, and they did a good job switching. And then Jalen came up with some big plays for us.
Tom, when you're down like that in the fourth quarter and you come back to win on the road in a relatively hostile environment, is that really more about effort than execution?
It's a combination, and it's hard to, like, what do you say? Like, I think when you get your defense going, it's 5 guys working together, and there's a lot that goes into it. So it's not a singular effort, not a singular guy. It's guys working in unison, and then making multiple efforts, and then getting up the floor. There were several plays in which we got easy baskets because of the way we ran the floor, and a lot of times, it was one guy sprinting the floor, pulling people with him, opening it up for someone else. But I like the fact that we kicked it ahead a lot. I thought that was good. I thought there was good execution and unselfishness in the half court too. And so when you play together, the results will be better. You're going to make the group better. And that we're asking everyone to sacrifice and put the team first. And if we do that, we'll have a chance.
Tom, was there one reason you went to that duo? One reason you went? You've been kind of hesitant in the past with Julius and Obi. Was there one reason you decided to go to them together?
No, we had been talking about it, like if the opportunity had presented itself, and we had Mitch and Isaiah playing a lot of those minutes, and then also thinking about, okay, we have Jericho there too. Now you have a grouping. If you're behind, at a certain point in the game, you're going small to change the variance of the game, to speed it up, to get more 3-point shooting. Now your choice is either you can go with RJ, or you can go with Obi. And the way Obi's shooting the 3, it gives us another 3-point shooter. So that's a big plus. So we talked about getting the opportunity to do it, and so if it presents itself, we'll do it.
Obviously, the concern with that line is rebounding. How do you?
Yeah, the rebounding is a concern. Well, we need, and it's not just, and it's when we're big too. So we've been a dominant rebounding team, and I want us to get back to it. And right now we're sort of treading water, and I don't like that. And so I think we have to shore up. I think we were second in defensive field goal percentage, 7th in three-point field goal percentage, but the rebounding part of it is huge. And so we got to make sure we're taking care of that. And then the turnovers. We got to get the turnovers down.
Thank you. Dynamic, different look, and I just don't know. It's just we were able just to kind of flow through it and came in with a win.
Jalen, what was the key for the offense in that fourth quarter to make that kind of run down from where you were?
Start with defense, get some stops, and get out and run, and just find a way to just kind of chip away. And I just kept chipping away, and came with a win.
Philadelphia's just what impressed you the most about Tyrese Maxey? Like, what kind of stood out to you about him?
He's the real deal, and he's only gotten better every year. So he's a special player, and I don't see him slowing down anytime soon.
You yourself, a lot of big baskets, a lot of big points as well, and early in the game as well. What's the way you kind of took over the offense and kind of help lead the way things for your team tonight?
Yeah, I'm just trying to read how the defense is playing, and it's just sometimes where you need to be aggressive, sometimes where you kind of let the game flow. And I was able to find a seam and get to the paint, where I love to operate, and that's just how I just read the game and I read the defense.
Yeah, man, we fought. It was beautiful to see. Everybody got in on the action, which was just it's fun basketball, and everybody gets their numbers. Everybody's contributing. That's how we want to play.
We saw the lineup with Obi and Julius in the fourth quarter for a majority of those minutes. What'd you like about that?
I mean, no Embiid, so it was a good game to go small, and it worked, so it was good.
What about Cam over here? What do you think about his performance?
I know what Cam could do. I ain't worried about Cam. Cam's that guy. Cam's that guy.
How in this building against that team, and you're down in the fourth quarter, there was the amount of emotion and fight you guys had tonight to do this. How impressive and how proud of this team effort to do that.
Yeah, man, just a lot of fight. Especially after how we dropped the last one, we weren't particularly happy about it. So we came in here, we fought, and got a win.